I don't show a lot of these first exercises that I do each training session. There's a lot of stuff that I do that is kind of like completely manic and so much variation, so much random thought, so much experimentation that I don't show every day. I just tend to show like the start of the squat. But a lot of people say, man, you just do singles and squats, man. What the hell? But there's a whole stack of work that goes in before I even touch the barbell. I've learned that a few times actually. I've gone back and forth with the idea of that you just come in and just start, repping out the empty bar, and then start adding weight, and that's it. But then I've realized over the years that priming your body to move a certain way is the best way, and there's ways of going about that. Unilateral leg work is something that I'm a big fan of, absolutely big fan of. In fact, most days I do that. Whether it's front foot elevated split squats, Bulgarian split squats, normal split squats, Cossack squats, what else have I done? Step ups, like all that kind of stuff really prepares me to squat. It really opens up my hips, my adductors, my glutes. It gets the glute medius involved as well. All of that stuff turns on, and then by the time I put the bar on my back, I start to feel really good. And it's honestly, that's the stuff that I need to do to make sure that I feel healthy in the squat. It's not the sexiest, and I'm not the biggest fan of it, but when you've dealt with pain for so long, then you start to really become a fan of the stuff that takes the pain away. It's kind of like that, man. It's just maturity in the gym. Today I thought I'd give the Seated Good Mornings a shot. Why not? Today is a light day for me. So it's going to be a 20-30 minute session, if that. So come in, move the body, open up the hips a little bit. Really, that's the whole point of these sessions, the easy sessions. Just warm up and then leave, basically. I tried to do overhead squats again today after yesterday, but I am so freaking fatigued in the upper trap area, so fried there that it was just not happening. I just couldn't keep my hands up above my head. And the hips were tight as well. Everything was tight. Now that I'm looking at this, I feel like the Seated Good Mornings made it even worse. Fatigue the little bit of strength that I had in my hips. Anyway, I'll probably bet that if I did some lunges before this, my overhead squat would have been better. That's just the gut feeling that I have. Usually, if I want to feel good, if I want to, hit some nice weight on the front squat or the back squat, do some, single leg stuff, and it usually addresses what I need. And, I say what I need specifically because these warm-ups need to be tailored to you. Just because somebody else does something doesn't mean it's going to be good for you. Try a million different things. And the good thing about, me and how I train every single day is that I've got so many opportunities to trial and test different things, right? So yesterday I just happened to test overhead squatting and rowing, and it worked out to be a freaking amazing union of exercises. So that's kind of gonna be a very, very big focus of mine moving forward. It's gonna go into my notes, into my mental notes of something that works really well together. And over the years I've worked out a whole stack of these type of combinations and movements which really, really kind of make me feel good. And everyone's got their own thing, right? Some people struggle with knee pain. So many of you guys I've spoken to, over the months and the years that I've done this. And a lot of the questions have been around knee pain, knee strength, knee rehab, prehab. And, to be honest, that is not my issue at all. I don't have any knee troubles. Some of you guys have asked me about hip pain. And I'm like, man, welcome to the guy that struggled with a lot of hip pain. But my knees have always been strong. It's just, I don't know what it is. I can speculate about ATG squats and all that stuff, but yeah, my knees have been really, really good. And so if you're somebody that struggles with knee trouble, then you might have to experiment your own way to work out something that makes your knees feel good when you squat and deadlift and whatnot. For me, it's a lot of the stuff is tailored around hip. So, split squats where I focus on stretching out the hip flexors and going deep into the glute contraction, that's something that works really well for me, and I'll do that. A lot of posterior chain work as well has proven to be really good for me. RDLs, that's why I kind of connected the dots and did seated good mornings today. Something really, really light just to give everything a stretch. But because I didn't warm up, like I wanted to perform the best, I felt kind of iffy today. But, the whole point was to do a 20-minute session anyway and get out of here and try to recover from the monster session that I did yesterday. And yesterday was a monster session. I feel cloudy today, man. I feel really fatigued, and I slept well, ate well. All that stuff is just, man, those overhead squats priming me for those rows, and I worked hard on those rows. So, I think that's the path moving forward for me. One really, really tough day followed by a very easy day the next day. And so my 5-day split is going to turn into a 10-day split. I'll do that for the next little while and see how that pans out. More recovery while also going harder on the days that I want to go hard. So I'm excited for this, man. Appreciate you guys. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace out.